and as you get closer, you do start to see some charred remains scattering around the wreckage.
Hmm. Weren't we able to at least save the captain with us?
No.
No, there wasn't enough room on Crawl.
Hmm.
You do notice, however, that both lifeboats that were on the side of the ship are gone.
It probably blew up in the crash.
Or, on the more hopeful side, at least some people got on them and escaped.
Well, we know the captain went down with the ship, because if he didn't, then one of you is obligated to kill him.
No one's killing the captain.
Because hopefully he's already dead, because he went down with the ship.
Is there any way we could look around in or on the ship? Or is it all just fire?
It's a lot of it is on fire, but you can get close and you can find entrances into what's left of the wreckage. And you can make a general investigation check to see what you find.
Okay, I got a 13.
13. Say again?
Sorry, I'm gonna also investigate. I also really want to find some maps because I have no idea where the hell we are.
All right, make an investigation check specifically searching for maps. You got a 13?
I got an 8.
An 8 and a 13. All right. As you both kind of climb in, the flames are very intense and the heat radiating is uncomfortable. But you two soldier on and get inside. You find more remains, some charred, some intact. You do see the top deck was completely scorched by the ancient dragon's breath attack, which you didn't avoid. You just weren't there when it happened. But you do begin to search for maps and survivors. For maps, you do find the captain's quarters where the maps would be stored. But as you approach, you do find the cabinet that they would be in completely destroyed and nothing left inside.
Dang.
All right. So, anything
Do we
else you'd
find
like to
anything valuable at least?
You don't find any cargo that would have been in the lower decks, so anything they're transporting is most likely burned to cinders. And in the captain's quarters, you find some bits and baubles, maybe worth a couple copper or silver, but nothing that screams treasure.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
No artifacts for Fernando.
Hmm.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to look at the wreckage while you wait?
Nah, if we didn't find anyone alive, there's probably nothing really worth salvaging. Unless we could find, like, food or something.
There is the galley if you'd like to look.
Sure.
All right.
Wow, it's all reduced to mush.
Give me another investigation check.
19.
19. All right. The galley was in the center of the ship, so it was a little bit a ways away from the damage. And you do find a couple crates of some crackers and bread. And you do, oddly enough, find some of the stew that you were enjoying earlier still kind of sitting in its pot, tipped over.
Wow, Octavian is gonna love this.
What is it?
It's the stew!
Yay!
All right. Now,
It survived the crash!
Octavian, as you're kind of sitting there playing a song for Craw, out of the corner of your eye you see movement. And after a few seconds you see this cricket kind of jump out from the darkness. And it's about the size of a dog.
Aww.
As it kind of just chirps away and kind of hops near you.
All right. That's disconcerting. The animals here are large.
At least the insects are.
Yeah, which isn't a good thing.
Eventually,
gonna put my
go ahead.
I'm gonna put my forehead against Craw's face. I'm going to say, I'm afraid that in a few moments, Craw, you'll forget about me.
He kind of looks at you, nods his head.
Hmm. You're a very good dragon and a very good friend. Do you think you could make... Do you think you could still be my friend no matter what?
He kind of looks at you confused. Make a persuasion check.
29.
How much?
29.
29. Alright, he kind of shakes his head and looks a little confused as he is your friend and the spell has not worn off, so he doesn't really know what you're saying. He's kind of still in that stupor.
Would you be mad, Craw, if I told you that these feelings that you have, this friendship, might be fabricated, somewhat of a dream, not necessarily real life, almost like in this moment you're dreaming. It's all made up.
Any of this for real?
Yeah, is any of this for real? This isn't my beautiful wife. This isn't my beautiful home. How did I get here? No. Yes, Craw, do you think that even when you wake from this waking dream, do you think we could still be friends?
He kind of looks a little sad and then kind of lowers his head and says, I'm not quite sure.
Oh. You don't need to be sad. We'll give him I'll hug his neck.
Alright.
I'm going to wait for the spell to go up, but I need to think. I don't want this dragon to go crazy. Craw, would you be mad if I took... In other circumstances, would you be angry if I had to cast a spell on you so that you wouldn't hurt me and my friends?
He looks at you with a genuine look of sadness and kind of nods that, and he kind of says, it wouldn't go over well.
Do you hate me in this one moment? Do you... let me rephrase. Do you think that now that you've gotten to know me and my friends, that you think that now you'd give us a chance? That we're not a threat to you?
He kind of looks at you and says, if we weren't friends, I'd probably just leave and try and get back to my master.
Why is he your master?
Because he could kill me very easily.
Well, that doesn't mean that's not a good thing that you should have to follow, Craw. I don't think that you should have to follow a master out of fear of death. You should have friends who care and respect you and want the best for you. Who are there willing to give their life for you, and you're willing to give your life for them.